What is going on, guys? Bet Records back with another NFL weekly pick'em video here. We did just do a video earlier today about the NFL trade deadline and all the running back moves and the TJ Hawkinson coming to Minnesota move as well. So if you want to get our thoughts on that and make sure you didn't miss any of the trades recently here, make sure you go to our channel and click on our latest video, or at least a couple hours probably before this one here. But nonetheless, if you guys want to subscribe for more, we're doing these videos all the time. We're doing a weekly NFL fantasy football kind of updates as well. We're doing a lot of football stuff all season long. So definitely make sure you guys are following along here. If you guys are into any sports betting, we're doing a couple things like that on our Instagram as well, bet_record. So make sure you guys are checking out all those channels and getting all the football information you can get here because this season's been crazy. We're going to start it off with the Thursday night here. I hate to even talk about these games, especially when one team is 7-0 and one team only has one win so far this season. We'll talk about the spread really in this one, and I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles can cover the spread as well. We got the Eagles at the Houston Texans, so it is in Texas. Eagles are on the road. They just have the better defense and the better offense by a mile in both categories. I hate to say it. Love Dameon Pierce for the Texans. Brandon Cooks as well. Love him. I wouldn't start Brandon Cooks this week, though, against this Eagles defense. I believe they have some easier matches coming up. So if you got him on your bench, throw him in a flex or wide receiver 2 later on throughout the season. If you got some bye weeks and got to play Brandon Cooks, you got to play Brandon Cooks. But nonetheless, we're definitely taking Eagles. I think they'll easily win by over 2 touchdowns as well. Shouldn't be very hard to beat that over there. So pretty lackluster Thursday night game as it has been so far this season, but at least we get to see Jalen Hurts under the lights here. First noon game on Sunday coming up here. We got the 4-3 Chargers at the 4-4 Atlanta Falcons here. Both teams have had a lot of struggles. I'm going to take the Chargers on this one, and I am going to really just put it on Austin Eckler and Herbert finally having some bit of a comeback game. I know Mike Williams is going to be out. They're going to lean on Eckler a ton in this one. Eckler is a must start, especially in DFS formats for me personally. I just believe in their offense and defense a little bit more than the Falcons, I should say. Cordero Patterson is feeling better. I think they're going to hold him out for at least a week or 2 before they really bring him back onto the field, and that's the best player they got. I know Mariota's been doing pretty decent. They've been scoring a lot of points. However, the Chargers defense is a little bit more put together than some of the previous teams they've been facing so far here. So I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. Moving right along, we got 2 very young quarterbacks facing off here. We got the 5-3 Dolphins at to the 3-5 Bears. It is in Chicago, which does throw a wrench into some of my thoughts. If it does rain, this will be a game where I'm checking the weather at 11:30, 11:59 in the morning. We know the Bears only win when it's pouring freaking rain outside. So if it's raining, I got to pick the Bears. Otherwise, the Dolphins got it, dude. I mean, they just traded for some more defense to kind of beef up that side of the ball in addition to their already rolling offense. Now that Tua is back and the whole concussion drama is kind of sorted itself out at this point, they're just going to keep rolling. So for now, we're definitely going to pick Miami. I wouldn't doubt they win by at least a touchdown, if not 2 field goals to cover the spread as well in this one. They're off. I mean, they just got Jeff Wilson as a running back as well. I mentioned all the stuff in that trade deadline video. If you guys want to take that and listen to all that information, definitely go back to that one. So we won't cover that anymore. We're going to take the Dolphins in this one with both sides of the ball just being a little bit better than the Bears. Next matchup here, I'm going to take the Bengals only because we got to see something from this offense, dude. Joe Burrow struggled again last week. They're now 4-4. They are at home, however, this week, so that's why I'm definitely going to take them in this one. We need to see T. Higgins break something off against this Panthers offense. He did get a touchdown for, I believe it was a little more than 60 yards last week. Jamar Chase should be out for another 3-4 weeks at least here, so we're not going to see him back here. But the Panthers, they got some good running backs. They can run the ball. They got DJ Moore. They're just kind of flying on a limb right now. So I'll take the Bengals. If I did have to take something on the spread, though, however, I think I would take the Panthers in this one. We know the Bengals just like to get sacked. I mean, I can't even deny that they don't like it anymore because they don't do anything to fix it. So we'll take the Panthers against the spread. I think Bengals could win by a touchdown or a field goal. Just don't think they get the 8 points to cover that. So we're gonna take the Panthers. That might be a little bit of an upset. Let me know what you guys think about that one. We'll start it off. Start the comments with that one. Let me know if you guys are taking Panthers to win or lose by 7. You guys are gonna take Bengals in this one. Let me know. Next one coming up here, we got the Green Bay Packers 3-5 at the 1-6 Detroit Lions, who now don't have a tight end. Both defenses are not very good. I'll give the Packers the edge on the defense, most definitely. I got to give the Packers the edge everywhere. I know we got DeAndre Swift back. I know Williams is killing it on the running game for Detroit. I would take Green Bay over on the spread as well. I think they'll win by 2 field goals, if not a touchdown. Lions just got nothing going for him. I hate to say it. Amon-Ra St. Brown should get a comeback game here eventually. Just not sure if it's against the Packers here. So we're going to roll with them. Next up here, we got the 2-5 Raiders at the 2-6 Jacksonville Jaguars. Raiders coming off a horrid game. Derek Carr could get nothing done. Devontae Adams, I don't even think had a positive fantasy point. Maybe he got something towards the end of the game to turn that around, but Josh Jacobs as well did not have a good game or a good week last week. I'm going to take them just to hopefully get that ball rolling. They have the talent. We all know they do. Their defense is pretty solid as well. Jacksonville, I love the young talent there as well. Normally, if you've been watching these videos up till this point, I'd be taking Jacksonville just due to the youth on their team here. They have a ton of upside, but nonetheless, I'm going to take the Raiders in this one, just kind of feeling it after both of those weeks we saw last week. Next game up on the noon slate, we got the Indianapolis Colts 3-4-1 against the 4-4 Patriots. It is in New England as well. I'm taking New England, no doubt about it. Colts, is it Sam Ehlinger that's going to start? Are they going to put horrid Matt Ryan back in at quarterback? We don't know. Jonathan Taylor isn't playing that great. They just traded their backup running back. Defense for the Colts, nothing to call your mom about. I'm taking the Patriots in this one, 100%. I know we got some questions at the quarterback position, right? We have no questions at the running back or wide receiver or defense spot there. And Bill Belichick will make the quarterback position work. So I am worried about it in this one. Against the spread, I think Patriots can win by a touchdown as well. Colts just have nothing going for them on either side of the ball. Hate to say it. Hope they prove me wrong. Bills at the Jets. Buffalo is favored to win by 13 points. That's an easy over right there. I won't say easy. We got Zach Wilson. We got a lot of young talent as well on the Jets side of the ball. But for this video, I'm certainly going to take them. I'll certainly take the Bills overall. The spread, 2 touchdowns. I still think the Bills can do it. They're just that good on both sides again. The last game of the noon slate here, we got the Minnesota Vikings 6-1 at the Washington Commanders, who are 4-4 surprisingly here. They haven't had their bye week as of yet, but nonetheless, I'm going to take the Vikings in this one. We're on a roll, baby. Vikings are on a roll. We just got TJ Hawkinson. I don't think he'll be a huge factor in this game. They might as well throw him out there, though. It's better than the tight end we had. So definitely take the Vikings in this one. I think they can certainly win by a field goal. The 3.5 is where they get me, of course, and that's where they always get me, the halves there. I'll still take the over on the spread. We'll give them a shot. Delvin Cook's feeling healthy. Everyone's feeling good. JJ's feeling good. Washington Commanders, I believe they're ranked 4th or 5th for giving up points to opposing wide receivers for fantasy football. So we'll take the Vikings over for that spread as well there. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks have been, kind of hot, 5-3, a lot better than most of us thought, especially with Geno Smith starting. But he's been definitely proving himself well. Tyler Lockett as well. Nonetheless, ever since DeAndre Hopkins came back to the Cardinals, besides against the Vikings last week, but I'll give the Cardinals that week off. They've been doing great. D-Hop has been absolutely awesome. If you held him for those 6 weeks he was suspended, congrats to you. He's going to win you your championship more than likely. But nonetheless, I'm going to take Cardinals in this one. They're at home. They're figuring it out with DeAndre Hopkins finally as well here. Their defense played okay last week, especially against a pretty good Minnesota offense. So I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one. Next matchup here, we got a pretty decent game. The loser will, move to, they're basically tied at this point to me, right? Minus the bye, of course. 3-4 Rams, 3-5 Bucks. Both were Super Bowl right teams, 2 years ago, and the Bucks won, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Nonetheless, we're going to see how it works this week. Both teams struggling. Cooper Kupp is possibly injured. Bucks are at home. They just suck right now. Even on both sides of the ball, they let the Panthers score 20 plus points against them. They're bad on both sides of the ball, and I hate to say it. I was rooting for Tom, wanted to give him one more good year, and it's not looking like it right now. Nonetheless, the Rams as well. I don't know what's going on. Aaron Donald's been okay. The offensive line has been trash. Matt Stafford hasn't been very good. Cooper Kupp being questionable. I'm going to give the lean towards Leonard Fournette in the Bucks. Not sure if Fournette. I don't think Fournette is going to have a big game by any means, I should say. But I think they can make something work. I love Chris Godwin for fantasy. If you still have your trade week going on, go and grab him for something. He's almost as good as Mike Evans in this offense. Those guys will both score a touchdown. One of those guys will score a touchdown, if not both, this week. So we'll definitely take that here in the last 3:25 p.m. game. Sunday night game. Got some big heavy hitters. We got Derrick Henry and the Titans against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I don't think Kadarius Toney will be a huge factor for Patrick Mahomes, especially at home. But nonetheless, at Arrowhead, we have to take the Chiefs in this one overall. Against the spread, I still will take the Chiefs. We got Malik Willis, I believe, probably starting. Brian Tannehill's back, great, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. Last week, we saw him just hand it off to Derrick Henry 25 plus times, I believe. Malik Willis didn't do a ton for that offense. Chiefs are the way to go for this one, no doubt. Monday night game to wrap it off here. We got the 5-3 hot with Lamar Jackson Ravens and the New Orleans Saints, who have a new quarterback every week. More like the three-headed dragon of quarterbacks, putting Taysom Hill in there. But nonetheless, I will take the Saints in this one. This will be my upset. Is it a big upset? No, it's definitely not. I agree. But nonetheless, the Saints just keep proving me wrong week in and week out, especially at home. They've been especially performing well. Ravens defense, I'd say they're about average. I'd say the Saints are a little bit above them, just barely in rank though. So the defenses are nothing to call home about. Alvin Kamara is just going to run through these Baltimore Ravens, and that's what I'm expecting for this one. I'm expecting him to have another major game. I believe he scored over 40 points in full PPR games or slates this previous week. So I'm expecting him to have another monster game. Not sure what's going to happen with the offense for the Ravens this week. Rashad Bateman, without him, it hasn't been a clear win for him. So, until we see him come back, I'm nervous about picking Baltimore. Let me know what you guys think about this game as well. This is going to be another kind of 50-50 one, I feel like, for a lot of viewers. So definitely let me know what you guys think. You guys are riding with Lamar? Are you guys going to take the upside and see if the Saints can pull one through here at home? Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about those two. Thanks for tuning in. As always, make sure you guys subscribe for more NFL Fantasy Football weekly content, as well as these weekly pick'em games for your free viewing pleasure. Thanks again for tuning in. Like I said, as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.